Right now, I want you to open your banking app. Find your savings account. Look at the interest rate it's paying you. Go ahead. I'll wait. If your rate is below 4%, and for most people sitting in a traditional bank, it is, then I need to tell you something your bank will never say out loud. You are losing money every single month. Not because of fees, not because of bad investments, because of something hiding in plain sight. Something so quiet and so slow that most people never notice it until decades have passed. Today I'm going to show you exactly what it is, the precise dollar amount it has already cost you, and the 3 moves that fix it. Starting this week. Let me show you what's actually happening to the money you think is safe. The U.S. Federal Reserve targets an inflation rate of 2% per year. Over the last 5 years, actual inflation has averaged closer to 4.2% per year. Your standard bank savings account pays between 0.01% and 0.5%. Let's do the math together. You deposit $10,000 into your savings account today. Your bank pays you 0.5% interest per year. Inflation runs at 3.7%, the decade average. After 10 years, your balance shows $10,511. But in real purchasing power, what that money can actually buy, it's worth $6,920. You didn't spend $1. You didn't make a single mistake. You were responsible. You saved. And you silently lost $3,080 in real wealth while your bank statement told you your balance went up. This is called the inflation tax. Nobody voted for it. Nobody announced it. It just quietly runs every single month on every dollar you leave in the wrong place. Now, why doesn't your bank tell you this? Because it's not in their interest to. Here's how your bank actually makes money. They take your deposits, your savings, and lend them out as mortgages, car loans, and credit cards at interest rates between 6% and 29%. They pay you 0.01% to 0.5%. They charge borrowers 6% to 29%. They keep the difference. That spread, the gap between what they pay you and what they charge others, is how the banking system generates hundreds of billions in profit every year. The longer your money sits in a low-yield account, the more profitable it is for them. Your financial complacency is their business model. Now, I'm not saying banks are evil. This is a legal, publicly disclosed business practice, but you were never required to be the one getting the worst end of that deal. Your bank pays you 0.5%, then lends your money to someone else at 24%. The difference is their profit. Your job is to stop funding it. Here's the system that financially literate people use. 3 buckets. Every dollar goes into one of them. None of your money should be sitting in a standard savings account unless it's in bucket 1. And even then, there's a better version. Bucket 1, emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. This stays liquid. This stays accessible. This is your safety net. But it should not be in a 0.01% account. Move it to a high-yield savings account, HYSA. Online banks, Ally, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, SoFi, currently offer between 4.5% and 5.1% APY. That's 50 to 500 times more than what most people are getting. Same FDIC protection, same accessibility, massively better return. This one move alone on a $10,000 emergency fund is worth an extra $400 to $500 per year in passive interest for doing nothing different except switching accounts. Bucket 2, short-term goals, 1 to 3 years away. A car, a down payment, a wedding. A career pivot fund. Money you'll need within 3 years should not be in the stock market. Markets can drop 30% in a year and not recover before you need the cash. Instead, treasury bills or I-bonds. T-bills currently yield around 5% with zero credit risk, backed by the U.S. government. I-bonds are tied directly to inflation. When inflation rises, your return rises with it. You buy both directly at treasurydirect.gov. No fees, no middleman. Bucket 3. Long-term wealth, 3+ years away. Everything beyond your emergency fund and short-term goals goes here. invested, compounding, growing, a Roth IRA, a 401k, a taxable brokerage in index funds. The S&P 500 has returned an average of 10.5% per year over 50 years. That is 7 full percentage points above the average inflation rate. Compare $20,000 in a standard savings account for 10 years equals $21,000 nominal, $14,600 real. $20,000 in an S&P 500 index fund for 10 years equals $54,700 nominal. Same person. Same $20,000. Same 10 years. $40,000 difference. The only variable was where the money sat. Let me make this real with one person's story. Rachel was 29. She had $18,000 sitting in a Chase savings account, earning 0.01%, $1.80 per year in interest. She'd been saving responsibly for 4 years. In one weekend, she made 3 moves. Saturday morning, opened an Ali HISA. Transferred $12,000, her 6-month emergency fund. New interest rate, 4.85% APY. New annual interest, $582 per year. Saturday afternoon, went to treasurydirect.gov. Bought $3,000 in 6-month T-bills at a 5.1% annualized yield. This was money she knew she'd need for car repairs within the year. Sunday, opened a Fidelity Roth IRA. Transferred the remaining $3,000. Put it all in FSKAX, the Total Market Index Fund. Total time, about 4 hours across 2 days. Total cost, $0 in fees. Projected impact over 20 years compared to leaving everything in Chase, over $190,000 in additional wealth. 1 weekend, 4 hours, $190,000. That's what financial literacy buys you. Here is your action item, and this one is the most specific I've ever given. Right now, before this video ends, pull up your savings account, find the interest rate. If it's below 4%, open a tab and go to ally.com or marcus.com. Start the HYSA application. It takes 8 minutes. You can transfer money the same day. That is it. That is the entire action item. 8 minutes. 0 fees. Potentially hundreds of dollars a year more for the same money, doing the same job, just in a better location. Comment below. What interest rate is your savings account paying right now? I want to see the range, and I'll reply to every single one. Friday. I'm going to show you something that hits even closer to home. The story of someone who went from earning $800 a month to building $8,000 a month in total income, without a single promotion, degree, or inheritance. Subscribe. You will not want to miss this one. If this video made you check your savings account interest rate, good. That discomfort is the beginning of every good financial decision. Hit like if you found this useful. Share it with one person who you know has money sitting in a standard savings account right now. That share might be worth thousands of dollars to them. Videos 1 through 4 are already live on this channel and build directly on what we covered today. They're all linked on screen right now. See you Friday. It's a good one.